Welcome to another kind of weird video on the channel because location is odd. Hello everyone, welcome back to A Fictional Escapist. My name is Kris, and today's video is going to be a very quick October TBR of sorts. I am in the lounge room. There's a little bit of noise happening, so I do apologize if you pick up on either the fish tank or the road noise. Like I said in the beginning, a bit of a weird video, a bit of a weird living situation. There's a lot of things happening at the moment, but I still want to get a TBR out, so we're going to jump in and do that. But before I jump into the actual TBR, please make sure you're checking the description box down below for links to my social media and Discord should you want to come along for the ride, and any information about the community project, plug and card up the top. If you do want to get involved in that, we've got a few weeks left to go, and so far the response has been absolutely amazing. I am planning on making an update actual video around that and what books we've received so far, and just donations and all that, thanking people maybe in a couple of weeks' time when we hit about the halfway mark. For the month of October, I've got 10 planned reads. Now, this is including one that I probably won't finish today. The day of filming is the 30th of September, so I expect to finish that one tomorrow on the 1st, so that will carry over into October technically, and I have 2 carries over that I did not get to in the month of September, and then we have a bunch of new stuff to get into. So just very quickly, I will be finishing up Divinity's Twilight probably tomorrow. I am about 55% of the way through at the moment. I expect to read maybe another 20 to 30% today. We are babysitting, so once the kid goes to bed, there'll be time to read, hopefully. So I should get that done today, and then in the month of October, we will be continuing on with the Christopher Russell series with book number 2, which is Divinity's Twilight Remnant, I want to say, and it's got like this beautiful blue cover with like a badass with some wings on the back. I'll put it over there. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. This one is being done with Andy Peliquin, who is, I think, already finished it at this point, but the commentary on the Instagram chat has been wonderful and definitely egging us forward. We all had some similar thoughts about the first book and how it started, but now I am quite enjoying the story in it. So we're doing book 2, and I'll probably be doing this one with Roger from Rogers Reads and also Andy, at least talking about it, because Andy's just blitzed us and gone on to book 2 straight away. So there's that one out of the way, and I'm also going to be carrying over The Sun Prince by Luke Schultz. I did not get to that one in the month of September. This is now releasing a little bit later in October. I want to say October 12th, so this will be my first read of the month once I finish Divinity's Twilight Rebirth, whatever I'm reading at the moment. That'll be the first cab off the rank there to hopefully get that done before release day, which brings us to the buddy read. So I am doing a buddy read with Roger over at Rogers Reads. I'll put his channel down below as always. We are reading The Faithful and the Fallen by John Gwynne, and we'll be moving on to book 2, which is Valour. Now, I really liked Malice. I do understand some of the criticism behind it in terms of there are a lot of characters and not a huge amount of character growth for a lot of them. I think there was definitely character work done for a select few, which you're meant to, I guess, want to follow throughout this entire story, or at least that's how I felt. I thought this classic fantasy story with the sort of military fantasy base was quite well done. If you like coming of age, there's something in there for you. If you like the mentor sort of aspect, there's something in there for you. If you like prophecy and things like giants and whatnot, you're going to have a pretty good time. I had a good time with Malice. I'm looking forward to Valour. I have started this one because I'm doing this entire series on audio, and it takes me considerably longer than Roger to get through books, so I had to get a head start on it. So I'm only about, 2 hours into the audiobook, and on 1.5 times speed, it's about 16 hours. So hopefully I'll be able to do that in the first 2 weeks. Which brings us on to the new stuff that I've got going on, and there are some exciting things happening in the month of October. We've got a few arcs happening and also an SPSFC vlog. I did a SPFBO vlog in the month of September, and in October I'll be focusing on the science fiction version of that competition. And I'll be doing a vlog for 3 reads of that as well, a little bit later in the month. So let's go through those first. The first one is going to be Wixon's Day. Sorry, there was another carryover from September. So Wixon's Day I did not get to, unfortunately, in the month of September, so that will be the first SPSFC book that I'm going to read. I won't read the blurb again because we did that last month, but there are two more on my radar for this vlog. The first one is Icebreaker. This is book one of the Interloper trilogy, and this is by Stephen William Hanna, and I cannot read off this screen without glasses, so you're just going to have to deal with the glare. The blurb for this one says, "Inside their walls, the people are safe from exposure to the unnamed horror that broke the world long ago. But now Bear, the last scientist in Forgehead, takes a case that threatens to throw that safety into question. Someone has been terminally exposed to the phenomenon despite never having ventured outside the walls. This has only happened once before, to Bear's father. With the safety of the Forgehead in question and an opportunity to finally discover what happened to his father, Bear must leave the safety of the walls to unravel the mysteries left behind by the Cataclysm world, a task that will require him to join the Interloper Initiative, the team who crew the gigantic crawler land ships, the only vehicles that can roam the world outside the walls in relative safety. Icebreaker is the first entry in the Interloper trilogy, a tale of horror and science charting the last days of a dying world and humanity's endeavor to survive." Now, this one's been on my radar for a while. This author has been on my radar for a while, and I'm very much looking forward to diving in to this one in my SPSFC vlog. The other one that I'll be doing for this vlog is the Three Rivers Plague. This is by Zachary Forbes and Joshua Forbes. I think they're a brother pair that write these books, and I'm looking forward to this one as well. I do like a bit of dystopia, which this one sounds like, or dystopian novels. I don't know. Someone correct me down below. And this one sounds very, very promising. This one says, after a return concert in his hometown, famous rock star Thomas Wilde witnesses the unleashing of a biological weapon which forces the nation into anarchy. His band is soon plunged into the post-apocalyptic city of Pittsburgh, now plagued by undead horrors, cults, cocaine junkies, and even the mafia. A member of his band falls victim to the deadly new virus, sending the group spiraling into the mystery of this supposedly Soviet-made bioweapon. But not everyone is convinced of its origins, like Boston police detective Dick Kennedy. In the following days, it's up to Thomas and his band to discover the truth, not only about this new world, but about his government, his friends, and himself, all the while trying to carve out a slab of survival for everyone and everything he cares about. This sounds really cool. It says this book is a 9-episode story, with each episode divided into a digestible chapter or digestible chapters. Set in post-apocalyptic 1980s America, Three Rivers Plague will make you fall in love with its charming characters and keep you on the edge of your seat with heart-pounding suspense. It is a collection of elements from all sorts of genre fiction, including sci-fi, horror, dystopian, and even detective thriller. I do love a genre blend. It's something that I love a lot about the indie scene, is that the authors get to take these creative liberties and just have fun with the book that they want to write. And this one sounds like it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. This is the biggest book that I'm going to be reading in the SPSFC vlog, so I might have to start that one first. Who knows? The other two are quite short. All right, the next one that I have, and something that I'm very, very keen to read. The author got in touch with me months in advance of the release of this book, and it sounds friggin' amazing. This is Wolf of Withervale by Joaquin Baldwin. Lago was only a child when the shapeshifter entrusted the wolf-like mask to his care, an artifact so powerful that it could come to shape the entire world of Nos. Now that he's coming of age, Lego is becoming ever more fearful of the ominous relic's influence of the Empire who has scented its trail, and it's coming after him. Aided by his best friend, enigmatic Scout, his trusty dog, Lago seeks refuge in the vastness of the Heartpine Dome. The 80-mile-wide structure had remained sealed for centuries, safeguarding more than mere secrets. Now that the dome's entrails are stirring, the mysteries of the long-vanished Miscom tribes are coming to light, and the shape-shifting animal spirits are making their return. Powers untold hide behind the blinkless eye holes of the Candid Mask, powers that could tip the balance in the war. Lego is barely beginning to learn how to wield the dark visage, but he can already feel its potential, and he can feel a different change coming. deep in his marrow. Now, I am a huge fan of shapeshifters, of animal-based magic, and this sounds like it's going to be awesome. This is very queer friendly. It was one of the selling points that Joaquin talked to me about. The next one I have is another arc, and this is by fellow Aussie, which is always the way to my heart to support a fellow Aussie who is out there writing in the SFF world. This is Spark of the Divine by Louise Holland. Now, I don't have a cover for this one just yet. I will put a link to the Goodreads page down below if you want to go ahead and check it out, but I will read the blurb on the screen. Save a god, save their realm. As a divine, May wields strange gifts working as a mercenary until a simple rescue job has the crew uncover a plot to steal power from the gods themselves. When the god May serves is attacked and their power is absorbed, she must find a way to restore it, or the entire 7 realms will be thrown into chaos. With the kingdom of Altea already on the edge of war and the divinity of all gods at stake, the crew must travel beyond their country and their realm to save it, but each member has their own agenda, and secrets of love and betrayal threaten to break them apart. This sounds awesome, and this next bit gets me very excited to read this book. Originally inspired by a years-long Dungeons & Dragons campaign and the first installment of an epic fantasy series, the Calarak Chronicles, Spark of the Divine tells the tales of a group of reluctant heroes on a quest to save a god. Yes. Yes. Reluctant heroes, yes. Quest to save God, yes. Love it. Love everything about this. As the fate of the realm hangs in the balance, will they each find what they desperately seek, or will these secrets they keep from one another be their undoing? Can they master their fears to defeat an evil the world has never seen? Is it the strength of a god that matters, or the belief of the divine? I cannot wait to read this book. The arc dropped in my Kindle last night. It is happening in the month of October. Fingers crossed for Kris being able to read all these books in the month of October. The last one that we have here is a review copy that has come from Epic Indie, and this is The Starved God by Thomas Norford. I really enjoy this cover. I'm a real sucker for the white and the pop of color, and I think this is a very cool cover to look at. And it's nice and short, which I appreciate in a month of some 500 to 600 page books. This one says, God breathed into man vitality, perseverance, and to bind them humility. And he mounted upon the firmament of a great bridge, that worthy souls may reach the afterlife and prepare for the final battle with the forces of ruin and decay. In the far future, humans are changed, our descendants molded by adversity into new forms. The Wither people worship their imperfect deity, their lives at the mercy of a theocratic edict. Canadorn, an eccentric amateur naturalist, gropes for the secrets of life. A naive transgression forces him to join an exploratory voyage to the mysterious continent of Ira, led by the charismatic and unstable Skuld Heel. The crew face the perils of the sea, privation, deadly wildfire, and an enemy within. Privation? Deprivation. Unsure. Kanna's observations lead to profound insights into the living world. Contact with an unknown species exposes sinister truths, while a patient foe awaits Kanna's return. Among the ruin of his people's hubris, a remnant of a forgotten age sets him on a collision course with everything his world holds sacred. It sounds pretty different. It sounds like another genre bender that we have there. I think this one is classified as science fiction, but it definitely sounds like we've got some sort of horror elements in there as well. I do love exploration. I love exploration so much in books, so I am looking forward to seeing what this one holds for us. But yes, that is the TBR as such for the month of October. Everyone, please keep me in your thoughts and prayers to be able to read all of these books, because my track record hasn't been wonderful so far. That is my TBR for the month of October. Thank you all for being here in the Creepy Doll situation that we have going on. Let me know what you're picking up in this month. Is there anything you're super excited to read? Are you reading any of these arcs with me? Let me know down below. If you like the content, give it one of those. If you want to see more of it, click subscribe at your will, and I will catch you in the next video. Ciao.